Moonshot runs the Kimi model. Kimi K3 was the latest
The what
kind of
model?
Kimi K3 is a AI.
Do I have to put that on my phone
model
now next to Claude? And
Well, they're a Chinese company and they're open source.
No.
I think I know your answer there. But so this is a company that really burst onto the scene while you were on a beach enjoying the nice weather. That really kind of took the world by storm, I guess you could say. And very quickly, Bloomberg is reporting they are now eyeing a Hong Kong IPO in the next 6 months. So that would be a quick turnaround. Company is, according to our reporting, working to close a funding round at $30 billion valuation. So relatively small potatoes compared to the Anthropics and OpenAIs of the world. But it is pretty interesting just given how quickly the company, again, became, for some, a household name overnight, similar to that DeepSeek moment we had a few years back.
Yeah, and trying to capitalize on that excitement. It's a Beijing-based startup. It's held talks with China International Capital Corp and Goldman Sachs about working on an offering. The one part of the deals market that's been kind of sluggish is exits from private equity and exiting their investments and listing them on the public markets. Jersey Mike's is kind of in defiance of that if it actually does go through with an IPO.
Yeah, and we've seen actually Blackstone try to live up to their promises from Jonathan Gray that this was going to be the year of the IPO. They did take out Blackstone Digital, which is kind of an AI data center roll-up firm, and they also took out Liftoff, which is in the app space. But Jersey Mike's more of a household name. I think you've been to one of those.
Yes.
Okay, so you know Jersey Mike's. The company and their backers, including Blackstone, looking to sell up to $1.1 billion in this IPO, would value the company at about $8 billion. So that is kind of a big valuation relative to most kind of growing casual chains, if you will. The big pitch, at least when I talk to investors, is they look at the success from Kava. They look at Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, Blackstone asset, but they brought in the leadership team from Wingstop. So you have seasoned vets running the show. You have Blackstone, which is going to make a decent amount of money on this IPO. And then you also have the international pitch. They partnered with the Jersey Mike's founder to help lead an expansion in the UK. So fast growing, pretty darn good franchise model here in the US, international ambitions, and a private equity sponsor is what kind of.
And BlackRock owned this for about a cup of coffee. Let's be honest. When did they bought this? Just a few years ago.
Blackstone closed the deal in January of last year.
Yeah.
So in terms of the turn, 1.5 years is fast.
Is awesome for them. I mean, and their IRR, I'll go do the math on the train ride home. But I'm going to guess our IRR is monstrous.
Yeah, it's a big return, and it's a quick return in a time when people, to Scarlett's point, private equity hasn't been super active in getting these exits. The interesting thing is you step back when that deal was announced back in November of 2024, and consumer bankers were like, this is a company that could have gone public then. So then you bring in Blackstone. They do a little bit of private equity magic, but again, they bring in an experienced management team, get the operations where they want it, in a quick turn, quick money, and at least when I talk to folks on the buy side, they like it.
And that is super important when they go out to raise the next fund, which is, when I was looking at private equity maybe 20 years ago, I was told pretty easy to raise money. It's really easy to invest money. It's really hard to sell, to get a good exit. And so the way you raise money is you say, hey, I'm generating returns. I'm getting exits, successful exits.
And they happen to be, I mean, Blackstone obviously is huge, but you're not overexposed to software, which is a good timing, because you talk to some of the folks at the Thoma Bravos of the world, and it's like, okay, well, you're super bullish on software. This is the opposite time.
Totally different narrative, right?
Yeah.
Very quickly, Bailey, is there anything new with Anthropic or OpenAI going public?
This week, Anthropic is meeting with some of the largest long-only investors. We put that out at the end of last week. So that'll be the formal starting, to my understanding, of testing the waters meetings, talking about what the size could look like, what the company looks like. Again, a lot of these funds own it. So they're meeting with Dario and team that they know. Yeah. But the big thing is this seems to be indicating that September-October timeframe is in play, whereas OpenAI, for all intents and purposes, is very much seen as a 2027 story.